Welcome back, everyone. It is me, Max MIY, and today I'm going to be showing a replay of an ace in the WZ-111 5A. Now, you might be looking at this armor profile and say, oh, holy badookie, this is absolutely god-awful. I mean, look at this. Everything here is a penetration. This entire hull, this is the angle at which half of it becomes impenetrable. Now, of course, you do have a decent lower plate, but still, look at this. And that's what you might say. But I would like to point out two very interesting things. This turret is actually really good. It is good even against high explosive. I mean, look at this. This is the tiniest little spot. But still, this is the thing that makes the WZ very interesting, because it is a tank with not as good of a gun. I think it is 7 degrees. And this is what makes the WZ interesting. It's got a few capabilities, like having a 440 alpha gun and having a fast reload and having this turret and its mobility. And this is what makes it interesting. Now, of course, you'll see all of this in the replay, but I would just like to point out, this will probably be a good video to show how you can play hull down even in tanks with low gun depression. You just need to know a little bit about positioning and a little bit about the capabilities of your tank. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. So we begin on mines, and this is the same map I got the win with my 777 on, and again we have the quote-unquote unfair spawn. But the focus here is different. The focus here is on the 5A. So we get a quick start, and already we're moving closer to a very fast tank. Now we're already up to 40 kilometers per hour, and now we're cruising at 45, keeping up with the very fast 777 and maybe being a little bit faster than it. Now, again, we pre-aim this spot, hoping that a medium decides to jump up, but this time I go to these brawling rocks instead of the position I took with the 777. And as you can see here, my gun depression is barely keeping up, and I do get penetrated in that very spot that I showed you before, the weakness that the 5A has. But notice, I'm still fine. I'm right over here. I'm not very scared of them. And look at this. But doom! See, that high alpha and high reload, the variance of shells that you can have is pretty good. That was an unfortunate miss. But you saw how much damage that shell did, and that is what the 5A does really well. You roll at least 400 or close to it, or you roll higher, and that's also very nice. And as you can see here, I got a bounce with my turret, showing, again, that is the strength of the 5A, the good turret armor. Now, what you saw there was a bounce on the AMX 66F. What? AMX? No, XM66F, sorry. XM66F, and the bad penetration that it has on its heat shells. But there, that was a nice shot. Taking a look at the Super Conquer, you always want to know what your enemies are doing. But then look at this accuracy. And again, no one can really penetrate me. I'm not very scared of the tank destroyers because I see 2 of them, and I just know that they're not really a threat for me. Now, again, I just keep on trying to penetrate this XM66F, and it's just not working. Again, because one of this tank's downsides is its bad heat penetration. I'm able to cut through the E4 though, and that was very satisfying. Now, this doesn't look like a high damage game, and here I'm definitely over-aggressing. This tank has some troll sides, which means that I was able to bounce. And now I'm in this interesting position. I've pushed up, and that is because most of the enemy tanks are killed, and I'm just trying to farm damage. I really, really, really want damage at this point. I see the Xeno, and I'm scared. I am very scared. I am able to peek and do a little bit of damage, but it nowhere near justified the amount that I took in exchange for that shell. Now, I saw that you're going to see a pretty cheeky shot. First of all, boom, looking and seeing that he turned his turret the other way. And I'm going to try and clear him, and I'm just able to get out of his line of fire. And now this cheeky shot, look at this. You're able to actually see from here, boom, just in case anybody ever needs to use that spot, and that's the game. That was a really cool game. It's quick, fast, and easy, but I think it was a good demonstration of where a hull-down vehicle like the 5A is useful. Thank you very much. I mean, look, I got a lot of credits, as usual, and of course, that golden M. Thank you very much for watching the video. See you next time. Bye-bye.